Welcome back to Soup to Nuts! Yeah! On this episode, I'm going to be putting the diff back into the 350Z. And also, before that, replacing the rear diff bushing. Coming right at ya! Yeah! You are tuned in to Ryan Campbell, Soup to Nuts. Alright, my little peoples. So, got the diff pretty much ready. You're also going to see I'm replacing the rear diff cover, putting the Z1 rear diff cover on. Before I keep going, I just thought of it. Don't forget to subscribe to this idiot. Because who doesn't want to watch a goddamn train wreck? I do. Right? Subscribe, give me a like, helps me out. Give me a comment, I'll comment back. I'll have a little chit chat. And don't forget to catch me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Tumblr, Snapchat, all that good crap. Mostly Instagram and TikTok. Everything's down in the description for you. And so this is what we're doing. First, I'm going to work on the rear diff bushing. I got to cut the stock one out still. I have the Z1, not the solid aluminum one, but like the urethane or polyurethane, whatever it's called, Z1 rear diff bushing. So I'm going to be cutting out the stock one. That's what you're going to be seeing first. I'll show you before I actually get the work going. But the first bit of work I'm doing is replacing that rear bushing. Then you're going to see me work on the rear diff. I just have to. I already coded it and everything. You can see in previous videos, which I'll link the. There's kind of like this is kind of like a 2 of 2 video for the rear diff. So I'll link the. It's up here. I think I'll link the other video, the first rear diff video. But I already got it coded and everything like that. So I'll show you changing out the rear diff cover. After I do the rear diff bushing, and then show you throwing the whole damn thing together! Getting things together! Yeah! I was born like this. I don't mean mentally like this, I mean my face looked like this. This is how I came out. Hey mama! Mama! Hey mama! This is a face only a mama can love, so I was like, hey mama! Mama! So I'm gonna show you the, what it looks like before, so you can kind of get a visual representation of what's happening in this side of town. Yo, hey! Alright, we're back underneath the car. This is where my hand is, where the rear differential normally would be. Obviously, it's not in right now. You can see this is the driver's side axle, passenger side axle, so this is where, they bolt right onto the rear differential. So it sits basically right here. But what I'm working on is this is the rear bushing. The rear diff has a stud that comes out and comes into here. There's a nut that holds it into here, so it basically supports the back of the rear diff. With 350Zs, it's filled with some kind of like gelish crap, I'm told. I've never actually done this before, so I'm not sure, but it's apparently filled with some sort of gel or something. So that's like they call it the tear mark. You can see it kind of leaked out and went down the subframe here. So I'm cutting this whole thing out, which apparently is a huge pain in the. So I'm going to be cutting this out, and so I'll show you. I'll probably do a time lapse maybe of me cutting it out. It's probably going to take a little while. I already got my Sawzall over here in the red case there. Got some tools lined up, ready to go, but it's probably going to take a while. I'll probably do maybe a time lapse so you can kind of see a little bit of the action. So that's the first thing you're going to see. So, just remember what that looks like Yeah, maybe later I'll do a side-by-side shot. I'll do a side-by-side shot later, but this is before.
I like potatoes. Potatoes are very tasty. They also make vodka as well. Tip of the day.
Got that out. Got that rear diff bushing, the stock one out, which is a big pain, but honestly it wasn't quite as bad as everything that I saw online, because this is the first time I ever did it, but it wasn't super bad. So I'll show you the new ones in there. I'll show you that, and then I'll give you a breakdown. Alright, so there you have it. Alright, you can see the stain trail there. And there's the new Z1 rear urethane bushing. Rear diff support brace bushing. I'll just keep throwing some random words out there until you understand what I'm talking about. And even if you don't understand what you're talking about, what I'm talking about, you can talk to other people and keep talking. And I have issues. I'm seeking counseling. All right, but there it is. I'll show you the old one in a second. Alright, so here is what is left. That's like the bushing sleeve. You can see all the rubber torn up in there. This was actually the back. So this is like the back of the car. This is the front of the car. So that's that. And that's this is the back. My thumb is the back. My finger is the front of the car. So that's what's left of her. A lot of that rubber got thrown out. But anyway, so what I did, this piece was like in the middle. I'm not going to shove it in there. This piece was like in the middle of that. But so what I did is, so we can kind of set it there. All right, so that piece was in the middle, and there was rubber all around it. You already saw what it looked like. So what I did, I went in with a drill. You might have seen, this should have seen this on the time lapse, but I'll give you a description anyway. So I went in with a drill and drilled out as much rubber as possible. I drilled the crap out of it, and then I went with a Sawzall and cut the remaining little bit of rubber that was kind of holding that in there. Because you can't really hammer rubber or whatever, so I went in and Sawzalled around. You could do it other ways, but I Sawzalled around. It was really quick. Got the middle piece out. Then I don't know if you're going to be able to really see. You can't really see too well. You can see on the back. You see that it looks like a crack. That's actually where I Sawzalled. So I went and I Sawzalled. Got the Sawzall in there and then Sawzalled that way. And then after I did that, it kind of creates a relief. And then I went, you can see a chunk missing here. So I went with a chisel and started just bending and prying it up. So I just got in there with a chisel and started bending and prying it up. And then I went with the air chisel, which saved a hell of a lot of time. So once I think it kind of jarred it, and I think it also kind of relieved a little bit of pressure and friction. And so I went with the air hammer after I had like a corner pried up and had a little relief cut in there and everything, and just went with the air chisel, and then it just started sliding the whole thing out. So air chisel, air hammer will save you a ton of time. You could do it without it, but you're probably talking an extra 45 minutes or half hour, 45 minutes without it. So get one, borrow one, whatever the case, saves you a lot of time. Honestly, looking back, I was contemplating buying Z1 makes a special tool to take that out. I was contemplating it, but it's like $150. I was like, I was hemming and hawing and decided not to after I watched a few videos of people doing without it. And it didn't look, it looked like a pain, but not horrible. And, it was a pain, but it wasn't horrible. It was kind of, not bad. Not bad. So looking back, I'm happy I didn't buy the tool. $150 is a lot for a tool you're going to use. The hell? I got my mount here. The camera tripod got dirty from being under the car. I got some grease on it. I think it rubbed up on something. Anyway, so looking back, I I wouldn't buy that tool, honestly. It's 150. If it was like $30, it's like go for it. But 150, and all it really basically is like almost like a big hollow socket and a couple of washers and some bolts. That's way overpriced for what it is. It's, you know, it should be 30, 40 tops. Anything over 40 for what it is, you know, I think it's a ripoff. You know, Z1 has some good stuff, but some of their stuff is overpriced. So you gotta pick and choose what you buy there. But looking back, I'm happy I didn't buy it, and I would recommend that, you know, you shouldn't buy it unless you're doing like 5-10, or you're a shop, something like that, where you're going to be doing this a lot, and, you know, a half hour here and there or an hour here and there is, you know, really makes a big difference. If I was doing, you know, a shit ton of these in a row, yeah, I'd buy the tool. It would save me a lot of time. Eventually it would pay for itself, but for doing one here or there, it ain't worth it. So next, I gotta throw the diff in. Next I have to replace the diff cover. Take the stock one off and put the Z1 on. Reseal it and all that crap, and get it prepped to get thrown back up. So next thing you'll see is diff cover replacement. Okay, all right. Yay, yay, yeah. I wasn't hugged enough as a child, and now you're seeing the effects of it. What can you do? I'm gonna find a tall bridge and take a big leap. Or am I? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. 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 Life's fucking awesome. Live it. That you just saw, you saw me finish and put on the rear diff cover made by Z1 Motorsports. I know you saw it. Here it is. So I got it all torqued down to spec. All these bolts are torqued down to 32 foot-pounds. And the drain plug underneath. And these two plugs here are bolted down to 25 foot-pounds. So this is the rear diff in all of its glory. As you can see, I already got the solid front mounts on the rear diff. And you already saw I got the other rear diff mount put in. Made by Z1 as well. Solid urethane. Oh yeah. So next you're gonna see me put this bad boy, this puppy, come here, girl, come girl, in the Z. It's going in there. You're gonna see time lapse of that now. And that's what you're gonna see. Yeah. Success, mother. Got the diff in. I had to take the rear sway bar down to get the diff up, so got the rear sway bar back up as well. The axle's hooked up. It's all bolted up. The sensors are bolted onto it. We're ready to go. The only thing I have to get bolted to is the drive shaft, but I have to wait till the engine retrains in the car. So let's get under there and show you what she looks like there. Alright, here's the back view. You can see the Z1 rear diff cover here. You can see the Z1 urethane mount here, the rear diff mount. It's all bolted in. Get you a little closer, you can see the axles here are bolted in. Got the front all bolted in. Got the sway bar back in this guy. So everything's kosher. Everything's good to go. Just have to get that guy. That's the drive shaft right here. That's what connects the transmission to this rear differential. But you can't hook that in until the transmission's in the car. There's no transmission right now, so we have to wait on that. Am I shitting? Or am I sleeping? That's a good question. I'll let you decide. And let you think whatever you want to think about me. And maybe I'm sleeping on the shitter. Threw you for a loop with that one, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Hey. All right, let's do a wrap up. Pat my goddamn self on the goddamn back. Yeah. Got it. I got it. Got it, mommy. Yeah. So you saw me do all the rear differential crap. Got the new cover on. Got the new rear diff mount in. Cut the old one out, put the new one in. Got the whole diff back up and put in. So that's okay. That's aces in my book. That's aces in my book, Franklin. So on the next video, I actually have a couple Murano things going on. So you're going to see that in the next video. But the next 350Z video, you're going to see I have to put protectant on my new wheels. So I'm putting protectant on before I get them mounted in balance, get the tires mounted in balance. So you're going to see me doing the protectant. And then you're also going to see all the rest of the bracketry and shields and the rear bumper support and all that crap that I cleaned all the rust off of. So you're going to see me install all that stuff. And so that's the next thing. And then after that, you're going to see me doing all the rest of... so that's going to be one video. Then another video after that we have coming up down the pike. Is it pike or pipe? Down the pipe or down the pike? I'm thinking pike. Like turnpike? Down one of them. We have, I'm going to be doing the, buttoning up all the engine stuff. I have to heat wrap a few of the wires, a little bit of the wire harness stuff, because it started, the wire loom started melting, so I'm going to heat wrap some of that stuff. I have a new oil line to put on for one of the turbos, and also on all the oil lines I have heat tubing, I'm drawing a blank, but basically, the heat protected tubing crap that goes over the oil feed line, so that way that doesn't end up touching something hot or something like that and end up melting through, because that could cause a fire. So I'm gonna do that, and then there's a couple other little tiny. Gotta bolt the turbo back up. Gotta bolt the turbo back up. Gotta bolt the turbo back up, and a couple other little things. Waiting on a couple gaskets for the downpipe. I'm going to put new gaskets in the downpipe. I'm going to put a new gasket where the turbo bolts to the manifold. And then get that all buttoned back up. So that's going to be another video. And hopefully after that one, down the pike, hopefully should be getting the engine in. I have to get the new trans, bolt all the new trans and all that, and put the multiple fluid in it. And, do all that stuff. So hopefully that should be coming shortly for you. Coming up soon on Ryan Campbell Soup to Nuts. Don't forget to subscribe down here. Don't forget to please like my video. That helps out with the YouTube algorithm-ish crap. So that way I can get more exposure and get more people to see me, and so I can grow the channel, please. Please, please, please. And comment as well. I answer all the comments as long as it doesn't look like spam typing. I don't deal with spam bot crap. And sometimes I do. I don't know. It depends on my mood, but sometimes I don't. So leave a comment. I'll talk to you. If you want to have like a conversation, hit me up on Instagram. DM me there. We had some conversation there. If you want to ask any questions or tell me anything, whatever the case. I respond a lot quicker there than anywhere else. But yeah, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and LinkedIn, and Snapchat, on all of them, I'm SOUPEDTONUTS, and it's down in the description as well. It's down at the bottom of the description as well. But I'm most active on TikTok and Instagram, so if you want to hit me up or whatever, hit me up there, because that's where I'll respond the quickest. Instagram DMs if you want to talk to me. Yeah, I'm a friendly guy. You know, I'll talk to you. You might get some of this crazy reaction responses. Who knows? But if you give me, and I don't care if you do it, but if you give me something crazy, you're getting crazy right the back. And more often than not, I can out crazy you. I mean, but I'm up for a challenge. If somebody's really good at this crap, give it to me. I'm up, and you know what? If you outdo me, I'll give you credit. I'll pat you on the back. I'll high five you. I mean, virtually. I'm not doing that in person, but I'll give you credit. I'll give credit where credit's due. But you probably can't. Hey, I mean, if you've watched a video up to this point, you realize you're dealing with somebody that has some problems. Am I right or am I right? You know what I mean? And so with that being said, hey, knife hands. With that being said,